for The Flash, and everybody was like freaking out when you came on the screen.
You know what? That movie's good.
I hear it's amazing.
That movie's
It looks
really
good.
I hear that movie's
they
fucking
made it
great.
good.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's my best shit I've done. I finally figured out how to play the guy.
No, really?
I got it.
For real?
I was like, hold on. I quit. I know I quit. And I know I came back to it. But yeah, I got it now. It's like, you do the audition and you're on your way home and you're like, oh no.
Wait, what was the moment? Why did the penny drop? What happened?
I mean, I don't want to give a spoiler, but it was a scene where I get caught. I get saved by Wonder Woman during a conflagration with some bad guys.
Yeah.
And she saves me by, I mean, I'm sure I'm like the spoiler, DC assassons.
She saves you some way.
She saves you with the lasso of truth.
Yeah. Sure.
And so what happens is that Batman divulges, some of his real feelings.
Yeah.
About his life and his work. And
it helps you see the character, and now you want another chance to play it.
And I was like, wait a minute, I got it. Am I still? Wait, can I, guys?
Are we still rolling? Can we write another
story of my fucking life?
By the way,
that.
Ben, one time I remember years ago, and I asked him about it. I remember Alec Baldwin told me.
In today's video, we're going to talk about the Flash movie, which is one of the most anticipated movies coming out this summer. The only problem is June is literally packed with over 10 movies, including Indiana Jones, Into the SnyderVerse, Transformers, so many movies that they're going to have to go over the top marketing, which they're already doing. Not only getting Tom Cruise to say it's a good movie, Ben Affleck's also coming out, but I don't believe that's got anything to do with Warner Bros. Discovery. I think Ben's just being a cool guy and saying some stuff and spoiling some stuff, but if you're a usual viewer of this channel, you would already know the Wonder Woman scene that's in the movie because we went over it like a year ago. It's not a mystery. So, what is freaking good? YouTube wished you here with another video on the Flash movie. Now, contrary to popular opinion, I'm actually looking forward to the Flash movie because it's somewhat a goodbye to the Zack Snyder DCEU universe, if you like. So, Ben Affleck was recently on a podcast. Yes, he was on a podcast and he gave some spoilers about Wonder Woman being in the movie, but that's not really a spoiler because we already knew she was in the movie. So, Smartless podcast, Ben Affleck spoke about his time in the DCU as Batman and having to spoil. There is a key scene for Gal Gadot in the upcoming movies. So she was in Shazam 2. Spoilers, she's also in Aquaman 2 as well, from what I hear. Affleck admitted that after playing Batman for so long, he's only just now figured out how to play him. Now, what I find very interesting about this point here is people like, he's just admitted that he didn't like Zack Snyder's version of him. No, he's saying him as an individual, as a person, as an actor, he's finally found out how to play him, how Ben Affleck, the actor, likes to play Bruce Wayne and Batman. Don't twist what he actually said. So, I played a clip before the video, but he said the following. I finally figured out how to play the guy. I was like, hold on, I just quit. I know I quit. And I came back, but I got it now. It's like, when you do an audition and you're on your way home and you're like, oh, so he now understands how to play Batman, and you think it's a mystery, you think it's a coincidence that he decided to do a cameo role that may or may not have been cut for Aquaman 2 Lost Kingdom. And people really think Ben Affleck is done and dusted, although that's what he said. Despite not wanting to give spoilers, he went on about a scene with Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, who saved him. I mean, I don't want to give spoilers, but it was a scene where I get caught. I get saved by Wonder Woman during a confrontation with some bad guys, and she saves me. I mean, I'm sure the spoiler DC assassins are gonna get me, but she saved me with the lasso of truth. And so what happens is Batman divulged some of his real feelings about his life, his work. And I was like, wait a minute, I got it. So it's almost like he's had an epiphany while shooting the Flash movie. And all Ben Affleck's feelings about the Batman and bad experiences are to do with Joss Whedon 6 weeks reshoots that they did in England. Had nothing to do with BVS, nothing to do with principal photography with Zack Snyder, or else he would never have rocked up to Zack Snyder's backyard to shoot the nightmare scene if he had bad feelings. But for an actor that's apparently done in the Batman role, not only is he publicly advertising the movie, and I believe a lot of people will go watch this movie for Ben Affleck Batman because it's potentially last time you're going to see him, and predominantly Michael Keaton Batman, and also Sasha Calle Supergirl, although from what I'm hearing, the Gunverse is going to essentially recast Supergirl as well. So the fact that before this, we had official Funko Pops for Wonder Woman in the Flash movie, we already knew that Wonder Woman was in this movie, the fact that she was seen in London at the exact same time they were filming, and she allegedly did a shoot, and she went to the Shazam 2 set, and while she's over the Shazam 2 set, she actually came from the Aquaman 2 set, so realistically she could be appearing all over the place. But there are more details about Wonder Woman's actual scene in the movie, if you like. So it's the scene at the hospital. After the hospital has been rescued, the debris of the structure comes apart and it rips everything. It's like a mini earthquake. Batman and Flash go to the bridge to rescue civilians, and Wonder Woman appears. Gal Gadot is here. Very small cameo. It's only a couple of minutes. She helps them on the bridge. She's not really a big part of the movie, but it is the opening scene. And you know, in the trailer, when we see Batfleck on the Bat Cycle, it's that part. There was supposed to be an ending scene with Henry Cavill Superman, with Gal Gadot Wonder Woman, etc. But yeah, it was cut sadly because whatever the Gunverse, don't call it the Gunverse. Okay, the DCU, but it's basically the Gunverse. They cut what could have set up Crisis later down the road. And a lot of people keep saying that Ben Affleck's only in a cameo role because he said he's in it for 5 minutes. He shot a hell of a lot of other. There was supposed to be a scene where it was going to be a reverse BVS scene where Ben Affleck Batman, Batfleck as we like to call him, where he's going to be like, yo, buddy, I need you to save me. And then we're going to be in some parallel universe. And it was like, yeah, we need your help. And that was a set up Crisis down the road. So is the door closed for Ben Affleck? No, because he returned for Aquaman 2. Do I know more than I'm letting on? I don't know. You will never know. Maybe in a later video in April, potentially. I don't know. But Zach's openly said, yeah, cool, I'd be down if they wanted to do. That's above my pay grade. I don't know what they're doing. There is a lot of pieces starting to form. And even if you're the most skeptical person, based on what Zack Snyder said, based on what Ben Affleck said, based on what Gal Gadot said or hasn't said, or the fact she keeps appearing everywhere. Will she appear in Blue Beetle? Nah, she's definitely not in Blue Beetle. The only mystery is the Superman still in the movie? I have it on pretty good record at one of the most recent screeners, there was a Superman in the movie. I can't confirm if it's Superman, Henry Cavill Superman, but as far as I know, there is a Superman in the movie. This open sequence, if you like, it's essentially a mini Justice League scene, I don't want to go over the whole plot league, but it's around about a mini Justice League scene where they're at a hospital, they're trying to save everyone. It's a roundabout Justice League scene. And the scene that everyone's going on about when they say that Henry Cavill Superman should have seen was him stuck in the Speed Force, and then Barry Allen, played by Ezra Miller, was going to say, so this is where you've been all this time. This is where you've been all this time. So Ben Affleck's openly speaking about actually liking playing Batman and finally figuring it out. We were all robbed of Batfleck, played by Ben Affleck, versus Joe Manganiello, Deathstroke. Will that ever come? Well, I don't have any actual real information about that, but it is interesting how, according to Jack Dillon, who plays Freddie Freeman in the recent Shazam 2 movie, he said on record that Gal Gadot had just come from the Aquaman 2 set. So, are they really rebooting all these characters? I don't know. But I don't think the Flash movie will be at least Wonder Woman's last appearance. And just because they said they've removed Batfleck's scene from Aquaman 2 doesn't actually mean they have, does it? No. I mean, what better way to market a movie that's going to be really hard to market because of a certain character, a certain person who plays Mira, throw Batfleck and Gal in it, and it might do better, I don't know. But the head of the studios basically said none of these movies mean anything anyway, unless they filmed a secret ending that I keep hearing about, where it sets up the new universe. But they can't do that because they've not even started casting for the new Batman or the new Superman, which is ridiculous if you ask me. Over 6 months to write the Superman legacy script. What the... but he's head of the studio. He doesn't have to turn a draft into anyone. Does he not? Does he not have to be like, yo, David Zaslav, this is the current script. What do you think of it, lad? Does he not have to present everything to the Warner Bros. Discovery's executives. I don't know, just because he's head of DC Studios doesn't mean he has free reign like everyone thinks he does. It's fascinating to me how more information keeps coming out of The Flash. We get it, the movie comes out in June. They're really trying to promote this movie to the point where like, yo, Tom Cruise loves it, everyone loves it, Batfleck says it's a good movie as well, and a lot of people would take his word on it because he's an award-winning director. Every movie he directs bangs. Now I actually understand why you want him to direct a DC-based movie, but he said no chance. Pretty much. He always gets a very good critic score, which studios love, and he always gets a great audience score. I think The Town was pretty cool. The Town was freaking insane. He's a really cool actor. I think he's very good in The Accountant. So is it the end for Ben Affleck, Batman? We don't know. Is the Flash movie actually gonna mean anything? Do you actually want to go see it? I don't know. But I did put up a post on my Twitter the other day, even though I've got no followers, and it got over 100 comments, and a lot of people aren't actually watching it for Ezra Miller. I do like this comment that comes up. Did you not see the Flash trailer? This is peak cinema. We haven't really seen Sasha Care's Supergirl do much. I give the Ben Affleck, I give the Keaton, cool. But an argument always comes up. Yeah, but the cast and crew, that everyone's worked so hard on this movie, they've already been paid. It's not like if the movie does better, the cast and crew get royalties and get a pay increase. They've already been paid. That's the biggest argument when people are like, yo, Batgirl got cancelled, I feel so sorry for everyone. And then you got Brandon Fraser saying how much of a great movie it is, but he still got paid. Sure, you won't see it, but he still got paid. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it again, seeing Fiora, seeing Zod, seeing War Stew, seeing Keaton, seeing Batfleck. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Seeing Reverse Flash, if they freaking did the scene, I was told they did, but it's not in any desk screen information I've ever received. It'd be interesting for the post-credits, because the post-credit for Shazam 2 set up Shazam joining the Justice Society of America, but Black Adam's been squashed, so did that really happen? We don't know. So like always, guys, let us know. What do you think about all the information we went over? Do you want me to go over the plot leak for the whole Flash movie yet again? Because why not? That would be interesting. So like always, guys, let me know. What the freaking hell is Batfleck on about? Is he back? Is he not back? Are we getting Justice League 2 and 3 with Zack Snyder? I don't freaking know. So like always, guys, I'll catch you in another video. But first, check us out on Instagram at Whoosh to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, Whoosh, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.